Man, mic check. I don't know. My voice is gone, so I don't got a lot to say. My voice is shot. My voice is shot tonight. I'll let y'all do the talking. But we pulled it out. We pulled that one out. Yeah, man, 10-win season, pulled it out. I gotta go back. I want to watch. Again, man, my voice is gone, so excuse me. But we on the way home. Well, not home, but we driving from the stadium. I need some tea or something. My voice is gone. So I gotta go back and watch that. I probably go back and watch the game. Uh, but I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything you could really. I mean, what y'all think? I don't think there's really anything you can take up from this game. Or maybe you could take a little bit. Jamie's definitely gone, right? Jamie played a hell of a game. Uh, y'all hear me too? Just give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me okay. But thought Jamie played well. I'm driving too, so I don't know if the signal going in or out. Looks like we good. Love it. Yeah, he didn't play, man. Love it was in street clothes. So Love it didn't play. Um, let's talk about the people that didn't play, which I thought was kind of interesting. Um, Jane Jones was out with an injury. He had his arm in a sling. Lovett didn't play. Robert Scott played at first, but then I don't know if Robert Scott went down, but I didn't see him in there at the end of the game. Um, Green Vance was in street clothes. He didn't play. So I don't know if that was an injury thing with him. Akeem Dent went out early. I actually saw him limping off the field in front of me with his shoe off. So he didn't return. Uh, trying to think who else didn't play. I think that's all I could think of for the most part. Oh, watching it live. D line, man. D line needs. We said this all year about the D line, man. When that guy Lovett didn't play, you could see it needed some work. Left Miami. Those are two big deals because so hopefully those it might be my phone because I'm driving. So if I'm getting a little choppy, it could just be my phone. There's traffic. don't know, man. I know Verse got the last sack of the game that sealed the game, but I don't know. I don't know about Jared, man. He kind of got handled all game, in my opinion. Number 60 for Oklahoma was giving Verse all he could handle. Um, yeah, he said, I think Wilson goes pro after this performance. No, but I mean, he came back and had had some drops, but he came back and had some good catches. But that's just been the story of Johnny, you know. That's just the story of Johnny. He's gonna drop some, he's gonna catch some, inconsistent hands, but he's got the size that NFL fans might or NFL scouts might like. But no, I don't think Johnny goes anywhere, and I think you shouldn't want Johnny to go anywhere. And you go watch this game. Hell, Johnny was the only guy that could constantly get open. Johnny constantly created separation and got open. You just got to catch the ball, man. You just got to catch the ball. Um, yeah, we didn't run the ball that well. Probably should have ran it better. Based on what Oklahoma had done all year against the run, we probably should have ran the ball better. Um, well, Oklahoma averaged 30 plus points a game, so it's not like the problem with Oklahoma wasn't that they had a bad offense. So it's not like Oklahoma just looked spectacular against us. They've had a good offense all year. Oklahoma's problem is they don't play any defense. um, I absolutely agree. The more I watch Johnny, the more he is, in a lot of ways, a mirror image of what Kelvin is. The biggest difference between Kelvin and Johnny, one played for an all-time great offense, like all-time great team, with an all-time great quarterback, and a lot of another really damn good receiver and some other receivers around him. It's the biggest difference between KB and Johnny. In a lot of ways, Johnny's a one-man show, so his drops get blown. I don't want to say blown out of proportion, but they get magnified. KB had the exact same problem as Johnny. Would drop easy stuff, somehow make spectacular catches. It's more than just their size. Their games are very similar. Well, crazy thing is 35 been playing consistent snaps all year. So, I was in the game, so I wasn't tweeting a lot. Plus, there wasn't a lot of good signal in that stadium. But I don't know why people are acting surprised about 35. 35's been playing a lot of snaps all year, so I don't know why this was like a shocking moment for people. I don't know. I don't know if people just tuned in and said, well, let's pick something to complain about, or they actually watched Florida State all year like I do. You know that Leonard Warner has played a lot this year. Well, the defense still gave up 30 some odd points. So I don't know. Did they show up? How many drops do we have? Did the defense show up, or did we just kind of shoot ourselves in the foot? I'm not so sure the defense actually showed up. Jordan Travis threw for 400 yards. Their defense showed up? Wow. That's what you call showing up, Joe? I guess. What's up, insane? Jeff, what's good with you, man? Oh, absolutely. At the end of the day, I'm happy for the win. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't care what nobody got to say.
My name is Jeff.
Um, I pretty much been saying Verse should come back. And I think this performance might have sealed it. I mean, again, 60 gave Verse hell all night, man. He got the last sack, but if you take away that, our Patrick Payton too, but see, Patrick Payton, he's a freshman, so you can kind of understand. We all come to the agreement that Pat still has a lot of room to grow. But Verse, you talking about going pro, and you were nullified for almost an entire game. 35 need to hit the portal. I know what you meant, Jeff. I know what you meant. It's all good. Thanks again, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Again, man, if you just now tuning in, my voice is gone. I'm driving on the we riding on the way back. Game was fun. Atmosphere was electric though. A lot of no's showed up. There's a decent amount of Oklahoma fans too. But FSU fans pretty much took over Orlando this weekend. Um, some of y'all I got to meet some of y'all, man. Met some of y'all. Some of y'all came up to me. If you were out there and I didn't meet you, next time. I got to run in. I ran into a few of y'all out there, so that was what's up. The light button. Ten wins. I think Favo's pretty much gone. I think that maybe I don't know if that's the reason why he didn't play, but I find it interesting that he didn't play. So yeah, Jamie definitely gone. That's a good question. I don't know if 60 is a freshman or not, but 60 was doing a damn good job on Jared Verse. I feel a little bit Dodgers games that won't give him the film. Oh yeah, been telling y'all that about that staff. Yeah, I don't know. So Ma brings up a different. Ma brings up a decent point. I don't know what happened to 13. Man. I don't know what happened to 13. What happened last year and this year is almost completely two different people. I don't even like. He don't look like the same player. I don't know if it's all injury and a mix of injury and some confidence issues. Um, 13's not the same guy that he was a year ago. I'm hoping he can get it back next year. I'm not sure what the problem is with Amarion Cooper, but does not look like the same guy. I met Raymond. I don't even remember everybody. A few other people who didn't even tell me their name. They just came up and started calling my name. So I met a good amount of people though. Met a good amount of people. Uh, Turntine, he was a one and done guy. Sucks that he got hurt. Sucky moment for Jazz Turntine there at the end of the game, but it's kind of a cool moment to see the team all come out there and show him love at the end. Did Jamie really say that? I doubt he said that. When he tweeted this was his last game, so unless something's changed between now and then, interesting. We need them. We don't need Cyprus. Pope, my thing is, how would our D line keep getting pushed off the line and damn sure against freshman O linemen in the second? Hey, you need game changer, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna make y'all upset, but when I be criticizing that defense tackle recruitment, and y'all keep telling me the stars don't matter and just need to develop them, okay, that's cool. There's a reason why guys have 5 stars and not 3 stars. Different level of athlete. It's cool to develop guys. I'm not saying we're not doing a bad. I'm not saying we're doing a bad job of developing guys, but you need different type of bodies in that interior. And just watching it live, we got a lot of short, stout guys, but we don't have no length in the middle of that defense, man. Robert Cooper is short and stout. Same thing with Joshua Farmer. He's short and stout. I mean, we need some real different size type of guys, and we don't recruit them. But y'all keep telling me that guy that recruit them is the GOAT. But what do I keep telling y'all? But I mean, that's the answer to my question. Or excuse me, that's the answer to your question. AZ looked real good today. Watching him live was fun. He looked good. He probably should have been, I hate to say it, but he should have. 13 shouldn't have got no snaps over 20. Yeah, I've been saying Verse needs another year, and that's okay. That's not necessarily a bad thing for Verse. But I think Verse could use another year. Of course, Todd. Of course. I'm sitting here staring in the phone. I'm definitely not driving. Hey, when I say it, I'm a bad guy, bro. So I try not to say it. Every time I say it, people come to the defense. But every time I speak, the truth just continues to be spoken about what we got going on up front. You start to see it on the game film. But hey, hold on, chat jumped on me. No, I think Verse has plenty of growth, bro. He's only played 2 years of college. He played 1 year at Albany and 1 year here. Verse is nowhere near a finished product. Nowhere near a finished product. Oh, now we on that bandwagon. I mean, it's cool when y'all say it. It's a problem when I say it. So I just let y'all keep talking. That's all I'll say. We pulled it out. Ontario Wilson played really well today. He's the most sure-handed receiver we've had all year. So I hope Winston Wright is as sure-handed as he is, or hope we find something to fill that void. What's up, Peter? Jeff back in the building says too many beers. My voice is rough, but besides that, versus to come back for sure. No argument for me.
My name is Jeff.
Odell's going to be around as long as he wants to, whether you like it or not. That's why I don't really talk about it no more. But when y'all ask the question, I just give you the answers. I think offense is going to be, hold on. Legit. A lot of weapons next year, man. A lot of weapons. I don't know what Odell need to do, but he didn't have a problem recruiting against SEC schools in the past, and all of a sudden it's, I mean, help me figure it out. Help me figure it out. For whatever reason, Atkins ain't got a problem recruiting against SEC schools. Like, we always got an excuse for somebody, boy, I tell you. We always got an excuse. But when it's a guy we like, we'll make an excuse for him in a minute. Atkins ain't got a problem recruiting against SEC. Malik McClain, I thought he had a good catch today. I don't think Malik. Remember, Malik played as a true freshman last year. I wouldn't necessarily say he's declined. Yeah, Travis played real good tonight. Again, watching it live, I didn't realize the man passed for 400 yards. He had that interception that I thought he telegraphed. You know, you start going to the well too many times, and of course the DB's going to jump a route. But other than that, I thought he played well. And then again, talk about the drops. Probably could have had more. He won't fire Odell. If that's what we're talking about, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Well, we'll see. I don't necessarily believe that. Take a look at this year's defense. They only gave up 19 points a game. So I'm not too sure why we think all of a sudden next year they're going to give up a ton of points when they only gave up 19 points a game. And the quarterback play next year takes a big dip. And I mean, there's no Sam Hartman next year. There's no O'Leary next year. Uh, there's no Anthony Richardson next year. You know, I argue that the quarterback play takes a huge dip next year. I'm not so sure FSU gives up a ton of points. Fabo didn't play at all today. At all. I mean, again, man, I think we're being too critical. Again, I'm not trying to be here and tell you Adam Fuller's a mastermind on defense or anything, but I don't think all of that is to blame on him. Again, I didn't see bad defensive calls. I just saw guys not making plays. I mean, I don't know what you want Adam Fuller to do about 13 getting burnt. You feel me? Like, I don't know, what you want Adam Fuller to do when your best pass rusher number 5 can't get a pass rush against 60. Like, yeah, I mean, I've been one to criticize, but I criticize play calls. I criticize personnel use. You feel me? Um, like I said a few weeks ago, FSU's a few players away from really, really getting to where they want to be, and you see that every now and then. You know, I don't know if it's a Fuller thing. To be honest with you, just upgrade the positions. I mean, yeah, got one COVID year. No, hold on. No, Malik McLean has only been in college 2 years, my guy. He was a true freshman last year. This is his second year. It's not true. Next year he'll be a junior. You got to remember, Malik McLean is in the class of not Norvell's first class, but his second class. McLean's only been in college 2 years, not three. So that's not true, Ardavius. Jeff with another $10, bro. He says, I'm not worried about the offense next year, but we need some more killers on the D line. In the backfield, we won't go far in the playoffs if we make it that far.
My name is Jeff.
Chris with the $50. So what up, Pope? Orlando on the check-in. Thanks for holding it down all season long. Had to work, so I couldn't make it to meet you. I'm gonna try to. The LSU game is another one that I might try to make it back here for, man. So I definitely might try to make it out here for Labor Day weekend, man. But I appreciate you. Absolutely.
I'm in Tallahassee, I'm with the Seminoles. I've been getting to this paper, focus on my goals. Trying to run this money up and pull up in a row. All these talking gangster, that shit getting old.
I think most people would think 11 wins is possible next year. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Real soft schedule next year. Well, that Colorado lineman already signed, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, where do you guys hear these rumors? Where do you guys hear these rumors? Because I haven't heard that one. Yeah, that's where we hear these things at. I gotta go look at stats, bro. I don't know. The D line had 5 total sacks. Okay. So I don't know what happened to Robert Scott. I just know he just didn't come back in the game. Not 100% sure. Kendrick Ross, appreciate the $25. Says just for making the trip. Hey, I appreciate you. And again, man, my throat is on fire right now, but I'm trying to hold it down.
Bitch, be humble. Bitch, sit down. Be humble. Sit down.
Well, I know they'll send in a letter of intent, but they still enroll in the school. If I'm not mistaken, he's enrolled in the school. But again, who knows? I don't know. This is the first time I heard of this. He scrubbed his IG of FSU stuff. Just rumors I've heard. Okay. 247 War Chant reporting about the Colorado. What did they report? What did they report, Anthony? I mean, I'll look into it. I literally have not heard anything about the Colorado lineman pulling out, but we'll see. Maybe he didn't enroll. Josh, man, the way I look at it, anytime you have a schedule of LSU, Clemson, Florida, Miami, those are all tough games. Those are all tough games, regardless of what ends up. Regardless of what we think of Florida, Miami, right? Going to be tough games. And then LSU should be a top, like Florida State and LSU. Um, Florida State and LSU could be a top 10 matchup next year. Florida State Miami could be a top 10 matchup. Not Florida State Miami, Florida State and LSU. And then Clemson, obviously, probably still be 10. So there's probably a chance you play Clemson twice, right? LSU, Florida State, like top 10. So feasibly, I mean, a 3-loss season isn't out of the. Miami and Florida, you expect at least one of those games to be tough, like this year. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get me some tea, something. Uh, so apparently, according to some of the guys, 247 and War Channel both reporting that uh, the Colorado offensive lineman might stay there, which it wouldn't surprise me if Dion reached out like, "Hey, Dion ain't going. You're not gonna win anything, man, if you don't have no boys in the trenches. You can bring all the skill position guys you want, the Travis Hunters and whoever. Um, we'll see what they do. Um, we'll see what they do or what he does. That should have been one of Dion's. Instead of coming into the program telling everybody we coming, you might want to hit the portal. Y'all remember that introductory press conference he had at Colorado? He probably should have been that offensive lineman probably should have been the first person he reached out to, but we'll see what happens. Hey, don't take much from these bowl games, man. I wouldn't anyway, because that Florida State team you saw tonight, man, is almost going to be. Yeah, we're returning a lot of guys, but you also, I mean, offensively, you saw how much they had Marquiston Douglas, but you're going to see a different type of tight end usage next year, right? Offensive line that everybody's kind of saying didn't play well or whatever, because Robert Scott went down, he never came back. So you had Turntine and Darius Washington out there. Well, neither one of them going to start. Robert Scott will be back next year, but both guards should be completely different players. The Auburn kid, probably the UTEP guys that moves in the guard. So, completely different offensive line look next year. Even if, let's say, the Colorado kid decides, you know what, I'm going to stay at Colorado. Okay, cool. Whatever. Stay at Colorado. We'll be all right. We'll be all right there anyway. Jamie said in his press conference that he has a New Year's present for fans. Okay, we'll see what he's talking about. Yeah, after the way he played, he might want to go pro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you got what you got to do. But after the way he played, he might want to go to the NFL because he was the best defensive player on the field tonight, easily. Fitzgerald got a little. He got a. I don't know what exercise he can do. Maybe some like leg press or something. He got to get a better leg, man. don't want to make no excuses because if FSU lets Odell go, what big name D line coach in the country would leave where he's at and come to FSU? I mean, again, that's the thing we always say about a coach. Every time somebody criticizes a coach, the rebuttal is always, well, who would you hire? Who would you hire, bro? I don't have an answer for who would you hire. All I know is there's $1 million defensive line coaches out there. That's all I know. Find a guy. But again, I'm not asking for no one's job. Y'all just ask the question. I just give you an answer. You feel me? When people say what's going on, why defensive line look the way it's looking, why it's getting pushed around, that's the answer. Recruit different body types up there, man. Got to start recruiting elite players in the trenches. That's just the facts. Who would I hire if Odell was to be fired or retire or whatever, bro? Ain't got an answer. Figure it out. That's why Mike's the head coach, and it's his job to figure it out. Nobody wanted Tony Tokars, and now I think everybody loves Tony Tokars for what he's done with the quarterback position. Figure it out. There's guys out there. Hire one. We're going to find out. I'm interested to see. Denton went down this game too. Um, I agree. I agree, Will. But he's solid in the mid-range game. You feel me? He's solid in the short game, which is cool. Which you can see that at least he's got that game back. But we got to find somebody that can hit a long field goal. I actually agree with that. I don't disagree with that. I think at least going into next season, I definitely think your secondary is more of a cause for concern than your defensive line. Cypressism. I'm with you, bro. Cypressism must get. I don't disagree. I thought Shaheen played a solid game at safety, kind of like peering into the future of what your safeties could look like. I think we all expect Akeem Dent back. I guess Jamie's kind of teasing with coming back, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there. I don't know if that's a good idea for Jamie, but you do what you got to do. Odell at worst is the top 10 D line coach. Only person I can think is Charlie Partridge from Pitt to replace Odell. I want to agree with Josh Johnson. I want Fisk and Jackson to be better than Faye, but we'll see. I don't know if it's an upgrade. Fisk got a lot of hype, so I'm very interested to see if Fisk is as good as hyped. Dent got injured. Dent absolutely got injured. How Venables let Jordan put up 400 yards? That defense has been porous all year. We should address our DB room through the portal if possible. Well, I think they're trying to. They're definitely trying. Versus in a tough spot. It clearly needs more work. It is projected first round. Yeah, I know the early projections have Verse projected fairly decently. It would not shock me if he fell. I mean, I wouldn't. I think those projections and those mock drafts, bro. I think what people don't realize is those are for fans. and those are for fans to feel involved with the draft and feel like they know what's going on. Bro, just watch the draft. NFL teams have completely different draft boards than that junk that uh the junk that your boy what's his name? I, names drawn a blank, but guys that do the mock drafts every year. NFL boards don't look anything like half of those mock drafts. Jermaine was a top 15 pick last year, and he fell. Damn near almost out of the first round. It happens all the time. That's why teams take guys that ain't even looked at as on mock boards, and you get. I don't know where NFL teams see Jared Verse. I just know what the mocks say, but the mocks don't really mean anything, in my opinion. When was the last time we had a receiver go for 200 in a game? Off the top of my head, bro, I don't know. How many did Johnny have tonight? I haven't looked at any of the stats, so I have no idea. I just know Jordan. They put on the big screen in the stadium. That's how I know Jordan had over 400 yards. But I don't know what anybody else did. Did Johnny have 200 yards in the game? Will they'll be able to pick up an elite quarterback after Travis is gone? I mean, are we calling Travis elite now? I'm not saying he isn't. I'm just asking because we didn't think Travis was elite this time last year. So how do we not know that we got an elite quarterback on the roster? It just might need another couple years before he reaches elite status. How do we know AJ Duffy isn't elite? So I don't know. Look, definitely on the running back passing was well, they don't have good pass defense. Well, they don't have good rush defense either. But like you said, they sold out on the run tonight. I didn't think Ronaldo Green played bad. Honestly, Mims played very well. I forgot. Maybe Tamori and Terry had yeah. Rudolph was the last receiver before Wilson. Okay, I didn't know that. They're talking about Odell and Sampson. That's what's up. We'll see how that translates. It's good to have them. We'll see if that translates to the next level, though. Johnny had 202. Our offense could be better than the 2013 team if our defense can become dominant next year. Oh, Josh, you're saying a lot. I don't know. Talking about at the time, the highest scoring offense of all time, until LSU came around. But LSU had to do it in, LSU played like 2 more games to get that stat. So if you really want to think about it, yeah, the highest scoring offense of all time. I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, Dan Squatch? Absolutely great win. Fun game, too. Fun game. If you can't tell my voice, but fun game. One thing I love about this team is the fight to the end. At least Nova can quarterback and not select Willie. Why are we talking about Willie? Let Willie go. I didn't say it wasn't elite. I just asked the question. Somebody asked the question of can we find another elite quarterback? I didn't say Travis wasn't elite. I'm just saying. How do we know we already don't have an elite quarterback on the roster? I mean, from one of the collectives, what you call it has been pretty adamant, or they've been pretty upfront that their focus is on player retention. The new one, again, their name slips my mind right here to Battle's End. Battle's End's been pretty adamant that they're on player retention, but Rising Spear, who's been there from the jump, what are they doing? They got other collectives out there that I think may have a different focus. I mean, if Jamie's coming back, he's getting paid. Absolutely. Jamie's definitely coming back to get paid. Yeah, everybody's been saying that he said he had a surprise for the fans. Again, not a smart move in my opinion for Jamie, especially with the way he just performed in what probably should be his final game. Jamie's one of those players where I don't feel like his draft stock improves. But I'm not there with him making that decision, and I don't know what he's being told. I don't know how much they're looking to pay him to retain him. None of that, obviously. So to me, Jamie was never like he was always going to be like a third or fourth round pick anyway. I think he's probably solidified that. I'm not sure what he can do to go and improve that stock. So for me, Jamie should go pro. But that's just me. Yeah, Battle End is what I'm talking about. Watch out. Welcome to what's up, Tyrone says, welcome to the MF that has been at every home game. Be there next season. All right, shout out to Tyrone for being at every home game. No, I agree. Jamie needs to go. Um, appreciate you, Anthony. I just know he was in street clothes. I just saw him. I saw him on the sideline street clothes, but there was never. Again, I didn't watch it live, so I don't know if they said anything live, or I haven't even watched Mike's interview. I don't know if Mike's been asked that question or anything. So they never gave a reason uh for Fabian being out. He didn't look injured. Maybe it's an opt out. I think everybody's fine if Jamie stays. Absolutely. I'm just looking at it from not the Florida State fan perspective, and more so the player perspective, which is why I've always said Amy should go, Trey Benson should go. I know there's a lot of hype around Verse. I don't think Verse goes top. I don't think Verse goes top 20. I think Verse can lock himself into top 10 next year, and I don't believe Verse is a top 10 lock this year. So for me, Verse should come back. Benson should go because I don't believe. I believe in running backs. To me, running backs should always go. They have a limited amount of time to be productive. Running back should go. Jamie doesn't improve his stock. Fabian, to me, doesn't improve his stock. So all those guys should go pro, in my opinion. Um, I think a third round player probably makes more than that. I don't 100% know. But I think they make a little more than that. I could be wrong though. I've always put respect on Ward's name. We're talking about the guy that's constantly tried to remind people that Trayshawn Ward has been the best back in this backfield. He just had some injuries. You know, he's the best pure natural runner on the team, best vision, all of those things. Trey Benson's he's an athlete. He's a damn good one. He's strong. He's fast. I definitely think Benson can improve his game, but I don't know. The thing about Benson is running backs are a dime a dozen. Teams don't draft running backs high anymore because they understand running backs aren't worth the money usually. It's unfortunate to say that, but it's kind of true. So my thing with Vincent is strike now because there's nothing you can do to make a team draft you in the first round because teams ain't drafting running back. You got to be a special type of player at the running back position, to get drafted in the first round. I really hope Ward stays. Fabian missed most of the season, didn't play the bowl game. He needs to come back. I mean, I kind of disagree, but I understand the logic. Okay. Hold on. Chat jumped on me. Jamie got nothing to prove. Beverly needs to work on his being patient in his vision. He misses my holes. Yeah, he does. If Johnny Williams comes back, watching the game gave me flashback. I think Johnny comes back. Uh, Jamie and Benson should go. Players running to turn team was awesome. Yeah. Polk, yep, I agree with you on the verse take. FSU has many or more 10-win seasons than you. Of course. Of course. Fabo seems like he's lazy. Does he? I don't know, man. We won today. Ward, yeah. Ward and Travis. Fabo, the Miami transfer, and Fisk. If Fabo comes back, I agree. If you get Fabo back with Jackson and Fisk, and if Fisk is as good, I think Fisk. So I went and watched some Western Michigan games, just because I was aware of Fisk, but I never, not like I ever, I'd be lying if I said I ever watched a Western Michigan football game. Like that'd be a complete lie. So I did go back and watch him, and he does pop off your screen there. He played damn well against Michigan State, and that was one of the games that you got to pay attention to, right? Because they're considered a higher level of opponent, and he played damn well against Michigan State. I just question, Western Michigan, and you put up numbers against Western Michigan, but what good offensive lineman was he facing at Western Michigan? I think the run in the ACC is a little different. So I would have some questions about Fisk, but it's one of those things where I'd rather have him than not, and then we can answer the questions, once he's here. Um, so that's going to be fun to see. That's still a lot of money. Brown should slide in at safety. With Hussey rotating on Robinson, if Robinson goes pro. Practice squad players get $600K. Johnny had 202. Practice gets 250 to 300. Fisk got a motor. He does have a motor. No, I agree with that. Again, what I watched of him, he looks good. He pops off your screen. I just question how much of that is playing at Michigan State, and could he do that consistently in the ACC? What you buy? What you I don't know. That's a great question. I don't believe he's a day one guy either. I'm not sure why he would sit out hurt either. Maybe he's legitimately hurt. I just know, we all just know he didn't play. Maybe he is legitimately hurt. Yeah, because they're usually the same, all from the same area. I won't say same quality of players, but the same type of player, if what I'm saying makes sense. So I'm interested to see what Fitz does when he comes down south. Same question. Well, see, here's the difference, though. I kind of figured somebody would say that, and that's, fair. Because, I had questions about Verse coming from Albany. Here's the difference, though. When you watch Verse, you see, if there's one thing you knew about Verse that you didn't know about anything else, you knew he was an athlete. I just thought he needed to be more, and I still think he needs to be more refined and technical. But I didn't know Verse was the athlete that he was. So that athleticism is going to always kind of win out and just pop off your screen regardless when it comes to verse. Is Fisk at 6'5", 300 that type of athlete? I don't think so, but he might be more technical. So hey, I'll definitely be down to be wrong about Fisk. And let me get it straight again. I'm not saying Fisk is a bad player or anything like that. I'm just curious. I'm just curious of how he fits coming from Western Michigan, moving down south and playing, the Clemsons and the LSUs and the Florida, just a different caliber of athlete. And I'm curious to see, how he makes a transition. Not saying he's a bad player at all. Again, and to me, he pops off the screen when I watch him at Western Michigan, so that's a plus. He did dominate at that level. He did dominate. So I love the take. I love that we got him. Hope it translates. If Cypress transfer here, yeah, he's definitely starting. Cypress will start without attending practice. Yeah, if you get Cypress, he's starting. Absolutely. Yeah, and I agree with that. There's a reason why Notre Dame and USC wanted him. Absolutely. Fabo's not even top 10 tackle for this year's draft. He better not go pro. Can he play against freshman O-linemen? I'm pretty sure he can. Pretty sure Fisk can play against some freshman O-linemen. So I'm gonna do a proper live stream and actually my voice is better, and we can actually sit down and kind of actually talk about the game. I want to know his true side. I mean, again, I watch him; he looks the part. How you watch some of these guys, yeah, they might look smaller, but no, this looks like, again, Notre Dame and USC wanted him. And Notre Dame wanted him really bad. They wanted him so bad they accused us of again NIL tampering and all this other stuff. We went from being broke to now we getting Fisk with NIL deal. Go figure. Go figure that. But that's the reason they wanted him. I think Fisk is the real thing, and I think his measurements are the real deal too. That wouldn't shock me, Ardavius. It wouldn't shock me. I would hate for AZ not to start opposite of Green next season. I mean, but if you get Cypress, then AZ's not starting. But as you can see, we rotate a lot of DBs. I don't think that's a bad thing for AZ. Absolutely, Eric. Absolutely. You're absolutely right on that. Jeff says, hoping that we finally get that monkey off our back by beating Oklahoma for I know Oklahoma's really owned us. That's how you be parking? That big old parking spot. You couldn't pull in it. But anyways, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna drink some tea and honey or something, and get my voice back right. I'm tired, man. Today was a epic day. We had a lot of fun at the tailgate, a lot of fun in the stadium, and definitely gonna do another live stream, a proper live stream. And but I just wanted to get with y'all on the way home. So we have arrived, and I'm finna lay it down because I'm kind of exhausted. So let me go ahead and get up out of here. As always, y'all. Oh, before I do that, Jeff, I almost forgot your thing.
My name is Jeff.
Appreciate the $5. But as you see, I am tired, so I'm finna go in here and relax, and I'll get back with y'all again. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to cut out. So I'm gonna get up out of here, y'all. Stay classy, man. I'm out here.